Good morning, team. Happy Wednesday. Just a quick little heads up. Keep in mind that Monday the markets are closed. It's Washington's birthday's holiday, I think. So there's no market on Monday. So there'll be pretty much hardly any communication from me since the market is closed. And then also Tuesday, I will not be doing a video in the morning because I'll be out of town. I'm taking my girls to Disney for the weekend, Monday and Tuesday. So I'll be on my phone looking at the market and I'm posting what I'm seeing. But as far as video, I'll be out of the office. Just a little heads up. Also, I wanted to kind of see if you guys can leave me any comments or either on the chat or on the YouTube channel if you are enjoying these daily videos. It's something that I kind of started just doing one every day. If it helps, if you guys find it that's something you look forward to, you really care for, or not really, or you could do without, or any comments, any thoughts, anything, just kind of to get some feedback to see what to do going forward, or to enhance it, or to not do it, or whatever. Just feedback. Appreciate it. Okay, so the futures are pretty much flat. I mean, they've been down and up all night. They were down as far as 70 points and up as much as 10. So right now, as I'm doing this video, they're up like 3.5 points. I mean, it's basically flat. What I'm thinking is it's just earnings. There's a lot of earnings coming out from different companies, so they're propping the indices up. Nvidia is reporting tonight, so please, if you have Nvidia, just be very careful if you want to hold it through earnings. I personally do not like to hold any stocks through earnings, especially if I don't have a huge cushion. I mean, like 20-30% gain on the stock already. I might hold through earnings, but if it's just something where I'm trading it, swing trading it, I will get out. I don't care about missing out on a 20% gain gap up on earnings, because that one time you have that 30-40% gap down, it will destroy your account. Case in point, Snap. This is earnings right here. I mean, great stock. Look at the numbers. It reported 1,000% increase. Look at these numbers. 1,000% increase in earnings. 57% increase in sales. Just phenomenal numbers. And the stock went from the mid 70s, 70, all the way to 50, and it has never looked back. If this happens, this will destroy your account. It could have gone this way, but then that's gambling. That's not trading. So just be careful with earnings. I just don't like being stuck in earnings. Now, again, Nvidia reporting tonight. Great update tomorrow. Beautiful. I am still looking at 270. We're almost there, but 270 is kind of my number that okay, Nvidia's kind of back. It's back. Above the 50, above this trend line, it's in this range. But here's the caveat. Look at these bars, guys. Look at these bars from here. Look how big and long these bars are. I mean, look at that. Look at over here. Look at this. Nice small tight bars. Nice small tight bars. I mean, this was a great entry right there. I mean, you take this from like 160 to 200. I mean, that's just crazy. Look at this. Tight bars. Tight. Another great entry right here. Boom. Now, when we get up here, look at this volatility. It's just wild. Again, you can take it at 270, but then where's your stop? Your stop is going to be like, the previous day's low. You're going to go, 250. You got a 20-point stop. It's just something to look at, okay? Something to consider. It's just a volatile stock. You could easily just break down from here. It could gap up and go for the moon. I don't care. I will not be participating in earnings. I am out. I took my profits yesterday. I took them early. I left money on the table. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to complain about making 15% when I could have made 30. Well, that's trading. I don't have a crystal ball. So just keep that in mind. Don't have FOMO, okay? Just don't have fear of missing out further upside. Take your gains and go, and then live to fight another day. Okay, just be careful with earnings. Just want to go over a few stocks real quick here. Tesla. Again, great update tomorrow. Yesterday, great update. It's already up pre-market a little bit. Again, it's got to break it's got to break 950. This little cap right here. It's got to break this, and then if it breaks above the 50, then Tesla can go up again. Right here, it's just chopping around. Back to my point. Look at all these bars here. Tight, 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 tight. Great entry right here. Tight, tight, tight. And then what do you got here? Boom, boom, boom. This is just so volatile. Again, where are you going to put your stop? Let's say it breaks 950. You buy it at 955. Where's your stop? 930. I mean, you got again another 20 point stop. It's just volatile. Just let them get tight again. Once it gets tight, this will happen again. I mean, this was what, let's say end of March to, let's say, over here somewhere, end of March to October. It's a great. I mean, that's nice. This right here, too volatile. Just keep that in mind. Okay, that's my rant on these two major stocks. Apple. I always kill this. Apple, again, I'm looking at about 177 around there. I think it's 177. Yeah, 177. That's what I'm looking for. Still here, it just, again, back to my point. Tight bars, small tight bars. This was a nice entry right here. Entry right here. And then you got volatile. See? It's getting, look at this. It's getting a little bit too wild. And look at this. Decrease in volume. It's another thing I wanted to kind of point out on the market. We had two nice updates, right? Look at the volume. Decrease in volume. What was the biggest one? Boom. And the second biggest one on down days. That's something to be careful on. Even these nice big up ones were still lower than the high ones. That means people are there's distribution here, not accumulation. Okay. Again, I'm looking for 370 on the QQQs. That's what we're chopping. The MT closed yesterday at 81, so we're still kind of like on the high end. This market can go anywhere. It's going to be propped by earnings. So again, I'm still leaning towards we're going to have another leg down, but I'm right now delta neutral, pretty much just 30 positive delta, which is pretty much flat. So these are the stocks that I'm looking at. Again, on a good market, if they move, don't anticipate. EC, I'm looking at 1520. I want to take out, this little bar right here. So EC 1520. SLB 4105. SLB 4105. It's got to take out this little high bar here. I like this little shelf here. I like it. I have my alert set right there. I like this. If it takes off, this could be a good one. Again, it has some volume yesterday on up bar, above average. So I'm liking that. And it's in a top 6 industry group. SLB. HFC. 3873. It's got to break above this right here. So about 3876. So once it breaks this, it could take off. Then my stop will be down here. So again, buy accordingly. Again, I'm looking at the bars, pretty wild. So just be careful. But I do like that this big up bar, this right here, was in high volume. So I like that. And then the next two lower bars, which are less volume relative to this one. So that's a good sign. So again, but we'll watch it move. If then, okay? If then, not before. HESM. I'm looking at that one about 30.75 around there. Ideally, if you want to have an early entry, if it comes in above this yesterday's high, it's fine. But I like to take it above this previous high here, okay? Because that guarantees me it clears this high and this high, so there's no resistance overhead. There's nobody up here. It's everybody's a winner, okay? Again, pretty tight volume, so it's consolidating. You want to see the break. Top 20 industry group. WH. Okay. They reported earnings yesterday, okay? 886% increase in earnings. It's just phenomenal. What does the stock do? Selling off. So again, it's not the news, it's the reaction to the news. Always keep that in mind. It is never the news. It is always the reaction to the news. So don't anticipate, okay? But again, the numbers are phenomenal. The numbers are phenomenal. Okay? Look at this increase. You know, top 15, top 20 industry group. If the economy, you know, we're doing strong, this is going to be, so 91.41, 91.43, 44, around there. I would say 91.46, give it 5 cents. So if it breaks up 91.46, I'm a buyer. And again, the stop is going to be down here somewhere on 88, so buy, you know, shares accordingly. But I'm liking this little cup formation here on high volume. But again, it's selling off, so I might kind of test these lows right here, and then just watch it. Now, all these stocks that I'm giving you, like the ones I gave you yesterday and so forth, if they don't trigger, that's fine. But put alerts on, because they will come back, and then the alert is still good. It's not that it's like one and done. That setup is still there. Just it might not trigger today, tomorrow. It might trigger in 3 weeks. It might trigger next week. But when it triggers, you act on it. So always, you know, put the alert and leave it there, and then the system will alert you. Oh, it's taking off. Let me see what's going on. Is it taking off on volume? Sea World, again, top 30 industry group. I wanted to take out right here yesterday's high, so somewhere around 70.55. Even maybe 71. What was today's high? Today's high was 71.35. 71.35 is today's high. So I'm going to say 71.40. 71.40 on SEAS. SEAS. And then my stop will be somewhere around here in 67. So you got a 4-point move. I wouldn't buy 100 shares. That's 4%. If you want to do 5% stop, that's fine. But I usually like the 3.5. So I might buy like 75 shares. Again, test the waters. The markets are choppy. So, but again, look at the numbers. Great numbers. Great numbers. But they have earnings in 8 days, so there might be a little earnings run. You never know. But I like this little cup formation. Double cup here. Might take off. Again, put the alert on. If it doesn't happen in the next few days, it doesn't matter. It's eventually it will. And if it doesn't, well, that's fine. It'll just be there. And then last but not least, WHD. Nice little, I have my alert here at 50.60. So I like this little formation here. It's really, really tight. It's holding the 21 nicely. So 50.60, I'm a buyer of WHD. Nice, top 40 industry group. The volume has been tight. So they have earnings in 12 days. So they might have a nice little earnings run. So keep it in mind. 50.60, WHD. So overall, again, choppy. We're going to be just going back and forth. Don't try to be a hero here and try to hit a home run. Let me look at the 15-minute here. So this is what I was saying. This is the 15-minute on the Nasdaq, the Qs. Again, we need to get above the 367 here, 370 range. That's kind of like where we're really going to be, sustained uptrend. But look what happened here. Down, we had nice gap up, and then we kind of didn't really do anything. Now, this little wedge right here, this has more potential to do this than to do this. So, but again, I'm not anticipating. I'm just looking at technically. These are also another couple little shelves here we need to clear. So, around 362 will be a first level to clear from over here. And then you have this gap fill up that kind of took care. So like, this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the 360s to kind of like, okay, this will be a nice little cup here, and then kind of break off. That's what I'm looking at. Okay, let me look at the hourly. Same concept. I'm looking at 370 here. We're basically in this little side pattern, here. Kind of doing this. So 370, it's kind of 371. if we see this in the Qs, okay, we have a nice uptrend looking our way. So be careful. I am very, very high cash. I am not heavily invested at all. I have, my Facebook short. I have the 245 call short, and I have the 200 put short. So I have the strangle there. I have the GLD vertical, and I also sold my puts. And I have the Qs put, so I kind of took some little hedge on that. If the market goes up today, I might close that out for a small loss, but I'm leaving it just as a hedge to make my portfolio overall pretty delta neutral. And then I have my XLE calls, which I also shorted some puts. So I have the 62 short put for February 25th, and I have the March 75. The April 70 calls. So those about, I don't know, about 1.5% down right now. So if XLE takes off, that could be a positive move. And XOP, I'm up 8% on XOP. I have the short 100 put, and I have the April 110 calls. And I have about 25 shares at 107.50. So it's at 111. So I'm up about 4% there. So I'm looking at, that's what I'm holding right now. Again, overall, that gives me like a 30 delta. So I'm not too positive or too negative. I'm just pretty much neutral. Okay, I'll keep you posted throughout the day. And again, just let me know if you're enjoying these little videos in the morning or throughout the day. Any comments, thoughts, any upgrades, any downgrades, anything you want to kind of share. Feedback will be great. Thanks, guys.